Hey YouTube. Um, I had some things that I wanted to talk about, and there's two topics, and this particular topic um, is concerning weight loss and the reasons that we end up in the position that I'm in right now, and some of the stigma surrounding being overweight. Thank you, Father. Excuse me how I look, but I'm gonna say this. Um, what I'm doing on here on my YouTube channel is it's a huge step for me. Um, what I'm doing here is such a huge step because number one, I and I've said it before in other videos. I'm not the type of person to be in front of a camera, but I feel compelled to do what I'm doing um, because of the state that the world is in. And so I could very well have done what I'm doing, and not been filming or documenting what I'm doing. But um, as I've stated before, this is not for me. This is for myself as well as other people out there who need the encouragement, who need to see what the truth is. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the fact that in our society, one of the reasons that heavy-set women, fat, overweight, obese, whatever you want to call us, um, remain in that position for so long is because, we feel that we're not um, accepted in this society. And I'm going to just break it down and say what I have to say. I stayed fat for so long because I felt that I didn't have the right to go outside and mingle amongst regular people. I didn't have the right to go out even when I was younger and be around my children and go to the school functions to support my children because I didn't want to shame my children. I never really talked to them. Um, I just assumed myself that I would be embarrassing them because I was overweight, and then as I was doing these things, keeping myself indoors and shutting myself off from people, over the years you get bigger and bigger and bigger. Until one day I had reached about 310 pounds. And, at 5'6", I mean, you can only go so far. So for me, I guess that was as far as a person could go. And I'm talking about gorging and seriously overindulging in food. And I think when I reached that point, which was my highest weight, I believe it was around 2003 or so. Um, but ever since I've become a vegetarian, I will say this, that I've managed to stay, for some reason, I can't go over um, past 280. So for some reason, I can't get that extra 30 pounds that led me to the 310 before. So that's very helpful to know. Certain changes you make in your life can really help you. Also, I'll tell you another secret is that I don't fry food. I don't do it. I come from a very black, very hood, very ghetto family. And we did a lot of Kool-Aid and fried chicken. But I come to find out that that was why we had, a lot of different issues in our health. I later on found out that all the grease all over the ceiling and stuff like that, you know, roaches. They love it. They eat the grease. And I actually found that out from an Indian friend because Indians, people from India, they like to fry a lot as well, and Pakistanis. And the thing about it is that they have serious roach issues. And so I'm coming to find out that it doesn't matter your ethnicity, but if you like to fry chicken to the point, or fry foods, I should say, to the point that you have that thick layer of grease in your kitchen like we used to have, and a lot of my other ethnic friends have, that's that's the bug problem. That's why it doesn't matter what an exterminator does. There's always food because they eat the grease. Um, but as far as your health, just eliminating cooking oil and just say, okay, you're not gonna be frying anything anymore. It takes pounds off you. You will not be able to, you know, get past a certain point because of that. Another thing that I did was I stopped eating beef, and well, I never really liked pork. I was blessed in that way. But beef, I just stopped eating beef. And when I stopped eating beef, again, another very wonderful health benefit for me. Um, I don't ever purchase white sugar. Even though, um, I've gone out and bought stuff that I shouldn't eat. But you know what? I have, again, a rule. Um, I just don't buy white sugar and bring it in my house. If I eat something, you know, that's bad for me, but there's no white sugar in my house. And that's how I made those changes. Um, but my all-time high being 310. Um, I got that way because I just felt like I didn't belong. I didn't have the right to be out there amongst regular people because I was abnormal. I was not regular, And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Right now in this country, I don't even have to look at the statistics, but I'll tell you this. The majority, I'm going to say this, I'm not going to say numbers because there's people who like to be specific and probably get on here and want to debate with me and all this other nonsense, but I'm going to say this. The majority of Americans are suffering from some form of overweight. They're trying to lose some form of weight. I say your average woman is 30 to 50 pounds overweight. I'll say a minimum of 20. I'll give them a minimum of 20. But no, but hardly anyone in this country can probably, other than it's the small majority that are athletes. I mean, a minority of people that are athletes and that just take care of themselves. But the reason that that the majority are so overweight is because they're widening seats in theaters, on airplanes, and things like that. And obviously, it's going to be good for business for them. They have to do it because of that. But I'll tell you something else. The fat people in this country, they freaking exist. I don't care if they're not coming out and they're not getting on airplanes. Maybe they're not getting on airplanes and coming out to go to the movies because they know they're going to be embarrassed. But there's a lot more of me and you out here. And one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing is because I want to say that, you know what, this right here, this is reality. This is reality in this for America, for this country, the USA. I I am what's real. I'm your average woman. Okay? That's what I want to say. Mhm. And you know what? I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying I'm coming out of the closet, and I'm tired of hiding and pretending that I don't exist. I do exist, and I got this way through a series of unfortunate events. Okay, and that began with me being molested at 4 years old. And I know that a lot of heavyset women and men were probably molested. That's part of the problem. Molestation goes on a lot in this country as well. But even more so than that, because even if you haven't been molested, okay, We we exist. We need to come out of our houses. We need to take more walks. The more me getting up on this camera, it's saving my life. It's saving my life. It's causing me to get closer and closer to my dream every day. You know what? Those people on YouTube or anywhere else in this world who want to laugh at me because I'm coming out of my house, because I'm coming out of my shell, out of my mind, the place where I like to spend most of my time, because I'm the one in this world who won't pick on me and mistreat me and verbally attack me. You know what? Those people who have a problem with me being free to be me, because I come out and I want to exercise and I look like the fat donkey dunk, the fat dumpty hump, whatever jokes you want to make about us. I'm the fat one in the group of people who exercising. But, have you ever thought about the fact that if that person could stay in that gym, that Humpty Dumpty, could stay in that gym for a month, 2 months, they would look like the woman or the man standing right next to him, eventually. Give them 6 months without laughing at them. Don't run us home. See, that's what held me up. That's what made me go from about 29, 30 years old to 41. And I could have had this weight off me long ago. But you know what? I'm going to fault myself. And I'm going to be the bigger woman. I am anyway. I'm going to be the bigger woman. And I'm going to stand up for my brothers and sisters and say, come on, punk me. You can't punk me. You can't. I don't care what you say about me. I laugh with you. You laugh at my video because I'm dancing around or whatever. It's all good. Because in a minute, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, baby, I'm going to be so thin, it's going to make your head spin. See, because you kept on talking, but I couldn't hear you. See, I couldn't hear you because I'm so focused on my goal. And that's what I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. Be so focused on your goal. Don't even worry about them, because we have our own community. We're just a community of people who've been picked on and hurt and abused. And we turn to food. We turn to food to comfort us. And you know what? I'm the first of many. Shawnee is the first of many who shall be free. Who shall be free this year. Okay? We are the biggest losers. We are the biggest losers on YouTube. We are the biggest losers in America this year. Okay? So make fun of us. We won't always be this way. When they make fun of you, when they put stupid comments on your channel, it's okay. This too shall pass. And you know what? We won't even remember this way. But I'd be proud to put my picture up there and show you just what I done and how strong I was. I couldn't hear you. I'm deaf, but I'm not mute. And I will speak to you. And I'll let you know. Try to punk me. You can't punk me. And you can't run me away. And I'm going to tell my brothers and sisters, don't even pay them no mind. Because you know what them demonic, possessed people doing? They trying to hurt your feelings. So you'll run away and hide in the corner again. And another year will pass. And another year will pass. And you will be in the same body. But guess what? It ain't working on me no more. And it's not going to work on y'all no more if I can help it. I'm here for you. And we